what is going on, guys? Jesse504 here, bringing you BBL week number 7, going up against A. Prater and the Mackenzie Park Slowpokes. A. Prater came in and replaced for, I believe, Jeskert. And so, yeah, always nice to play a new face in Draft League, especially on the Wi-Fi scene. I'm talking a bit quickly. Goons gave me 7 minutes, and I wasted like 3 of them getting ready. So, who knows? Question of the day: who has the best thumbnail game? I feel like the draft thumbnail game has improved a lot. I personally have been like putting a lot more effort into mine recently, and I've been helping other people like Jay and Mid do their thumbnails. I'm just gonna name like a few of the different styles, like Owen with his like trainer icon. Those are pretty good. Matt using like his face. I like his thumbnails, like his emotion pretty much. And then like the hyper realistic ones that like I see Q and Mario B and JV using, those are also pretty cool. But yeah, let's get into the matchup real quick. We see A. Prater has Reshiram, Weavile, Corviknight, Landorus, Terrakion, Galvantula, Weezing, Snorlax, Jellicent, Sceptile, and Shelmet. Very, very scary team. On paper, there's just so many threats. What do I expect? Probably Reshiram. Reshiram I just don't switch into. I have to like lure it out in some way. I can outspeed and revenge it with like Garchomp, Xerneas, Spectrier, Azelf, but it still needs to be chipped for a lot of those mons to even do it. Can come in pretty freely on Selly. Rotom can like take a hit, but can't really do much back. If it gets off like a speed boost from like a Flame Charge or a Dragon Dance or just a Scarf, that could be an issue as well. Weavile is a Weavile. I actually do have mons that resist Weavile pretty well, being Lucario and Incineroar, so I could actually see that mon being left on the bench. Corvy's bulky, it's a Xerneas resist is going to come. Landorus is strong, Gravity fucks me up. Terrakion, boom, just strong, close combat, plus Stone Edge, kind of rips my team, if I don't have Tangela especially. Galvantula, for webs, I have issues with webs. Weezing is another Xerneas resist, especially if like I'm a physical Xerneas. I could see Weezing coming. I could also see it not coming just because it does not appreciate Psychics. I could see a Pyalpa Berry if it comes though. Snorlax, AV, I think comes good special Xerneas answer. And so yeah, I don't really see bottom 3 coming that much. Let's just get right into the team that I am bringing, starting off with the Xerneas. Xerneas is Life Orb this week with the Fairy Aura, Moonblast, Close Combat, Thunderbolt, and Psychic Speed for Reshiram. That's what's at base 90. Max Special Attack, Rest and Attack, minus Defense Nature, because I would rather be living those. I still leave Weavile Axel. I don't think I'll ever need to be in a position where I need to take a Weavile Axel. But I wanted to live Lando Sludge Wave. So yeah, Moonblast, Thunderbolt for Corviknight, Psychic for Weezing, Close Combat for Snorlax, the rest just Moonblast. Go next. Next is Spectrier. I wanted to bring Spectrier, he hasn't came in a while. Really no other reason. Snorlax is kind of a bitch for it, but I figured Xerneas would love to break through Lax, so I could see a Restock Lax. I'm not Wisp this week. Shadow Ball, Double Kick, Stubs to Combine. Double Kick actually does a sizable amount to Weavile. Does not really appreciate the Snorlax though. It does about like 20%. But if for some reason we find ourselves in a situation where the Snorlax is super low, we're in a good spot, outspeeds his whole team, and bops it with Shadow Ball. Up. And sub Calm Mind in case I find myself in a scenario where I can sub Calm Mind like Reshiram is -2 or something from a Draco. Up next is Garchomp, Berry, Lure the Reshiram, Kill it with Earthquake. Iron Head for the Weezing, Fire Fang for the Corviknight, Scale Shot to go Zoom. Scale Shot for a lot of his team. Can't really be a sweeper set this week because we got Ice Shard, but just hits everything really hard, especially with its Ground Stab. And yeah, that's Garchomp. Speed for Lando and everything below, obviously. And then yeah, just max attack. Up next, Rotom Wash, especially defensive Rotom Wash. Need a pivot for Lando Rotom Wash. Can pivot into Reshiram Rotom Wash, Defog for the Webs Rotom Wash. Yeah, all those things. Rotom Wash. Good pivot. Obviously, preliminary switching to Landorus once Gravity comes. I'm gonna need to revenge it. Why are you gone? Okay, Incineroar. Incineroar is here. I must have double clicked. That's my last mon. Especially defensive, can switch into Moltres once. Enough physically defense to switch to Weavile a couple times. knockoff plus Flare Blitz is really good EQ for the Reshi, EQ for the Terrakion. Yeah, that's what we're looking like this week. If you like these super fast team builders, let me know. Let me know, comment, speed if you like them. Yeah, until next time, see you guys in the battle. Alrighty, yeah, fuck that. I'm not gonna use the old footage. Land was shit, so we basically played 2 turns. He has a Landorus back there in case you can't see, which means no Reshiram. So you see the lead. He's named the lead. And then Rotom is there to remind me that we're leading the lead. He's going to lead Landorus, and I'm going to click Rocks, get knocked to Sash, stuff like that. You know, I'll just basically narrate what I was thinking. I was like, turn 1, could taunt, don't need to taunt. So, like, I didn't want to, like, get nothing out of my Azelf, just because, like, he has a Weavile on the back, so I figured could taunt, don't need to taunt. Don't have Ice Punch for the Landorus. I considered it, but I couldn't fit it, because I want to be Taunt Rocks because of Galvantula. But I'm just going to get up my rocks here as he elects to U-turn. And this is already going so much faster. Yeah, this is so much better. Okay, I'm happy. That was very scary, but now we're chilling. He just U-turns. And he will reveal to be Life Orbed, which is nice. It'll be chipping itself down throughout the game. It'll be doing its own thing, you know? Chipping itself down, Rocks plus Life Orb will get it really low. And so the Weavile comes in and reveals that it is Boots. And I can keep her on my Azelf. It's still faster than everything other than the Weavile, and I have a great Weavile switch, and I have an Incineroar. And he's just going to knock our Boots. That's fine. He doesn't really have a good rocker this week, so we'll int him. And we're pretty spadaf just because we naturally check Weavile. But the fact that Reshiram isn't here means that I can like truly dedicate this thing to Weavile and not just like give up health on Rotom and stuff like that. I, to be honest, didn't think Weavile had the best matchup into me, but it's still a Weavile. You can still bring it every week and be fine. I'm just going to parting shot here. Hopefully he gives me something that lets in my Xerneas. And we're caught up, so that's why I just wanted to do that. He goes into the Galarian Weezing, and I assume takes Rocks. Will we see an ability pop? No abilities. Okay. I just parting shot. His offenses are lowered. I just want to get back into my Azelf, and I can Psychic pretty freely. Is he going to have the... I'm going to Flamethrower. No shot you give me this Mon for free. I think you're going to make the hard Weavile play for some reason. I really, for some reason, think you're making the hard Weavile play. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Crazy people like to go hard Weavile sometimes, you know? Oh, he just stayed in. Alright. That's still a good chip for my Xerneas. He T-Spikes up. I suppose I could have taunted, but I've got my Defog Rotom. I will want to get these off just because I've got Mons that'll get chipped down over time. I'm going to Psychic this turn. Just prevent this from doing too much. If he goes hard Weavile now, that'll be a bit annoying, but... he's totally going to do it. Okay, he didn't. Okay. And that is a resist to Xerneas gone. And I assume Weavile will just come in, and I'm just fine sacking my Azelf to Defog. Sure, we won't get our rocks for the game, which is kind of unfortunate, but he's going to try to hazard stack, and I can't really have that happening. I don't want my things getting poisoned, and that'll just be important. I'm just going to Flame on the off chance that he, like, Sword Stances or something, trying to, like, catch me off. And if he does, that's fucking crazy. When I revealed Flamethrower, trying to read... Oh, he doubles. Okay. Zip Zap. What are you? Galvantula. Look at me. I look like God. And your Boots here. You are dead. I don't even have to worry about webs. That's so nice. Okay. I'm confused. I really am. I'm just trying to sack this to get a free defog off. T-Spikes are annoying. I don't totally get it, but I can get it, I guess. Can I go hard instant now? Is this worth preserving if I'm going to defog? If I'm going to defog, I would rather not have rocks and not have my instant poisoned. But yeah, okay. He now takes the kill. Azoth dies, but it put in more than enough work for me to, like... I'm fine without rocks is what I'm trying to say. Because it did more than enough work. I'm just going to go into this and defog away those T-spikes. Rockies did their job. He revealed to be boots on this already, which at this point is the main reason why I would even want the rocks. And so I'm just fine defogging. Because he's boots, he's not boosting item. Landorus, I suppose, could be annoying if I give him too much chip on this, but I value the defog a lot. Because I do live hits with my other mons. I suppose Xerneas could have just picked one there too, but... He just knocks. Okay. I'm gonna defog. T-spikes are gone. If he chooses to knock again, that's fine. I'm gonna pain split once. Yeah, that's fine. He's gonna probably choose to knock again, but because we lost our item, we should live. And we should be able to pain split. And if he switches, it's also fine. We'll also get a pain split off. He switches though. Okay, so we'll just heal up on something else. Will I live? Oh, perfect. That's so nice. We'll go way up. That's full. Okay. I'm just going to volt. And he is at 65%. So I'm going to see if he's like AV or something. That didn't move. I'm going to figure out what exactly I want to go into. I'm just going to go into my Garchomp. That's fine. Because he gave me the Garchomp resist too. He gave me G-Weeze. I don't think he clicks Ice Punch here. Yeah, he clicks Body Slam. So he'll take Rough Skin. He gets the Para, which is kind of annoying. But he'll take Rough Skin, and he's putting himself very close to Spectrier range. Not with this mon, obviously, but like just in general. The closer this mon comes to dying, the closer I come to winning with Spectrier. Obviously, Weavile is still going to be a menace, but I've got double kick for it, so it's like it's not that bad. He switches. That's fine. We'll get Earthquake Chip on something. Oh, he has a Corviknight. That's right. Fuck. I forgot about that. I was just playing too quick. But I just go Rotom, and then I can Volt again. Or I can Pump. Because if you... Actually, no. There's no shot that you try to block my Volt with a Lando. But I'll just Volt Switch. You probably just get into the Lax that I can then close combat. If you U-turn, that's fine. He does just U-turn. What do we see? If we see the Lando, I'm obviously just going to Pump. No further thought required. I'm kind of afraid of this Snorlax, but it's just like I get in my Xerneas and I start killing things, so he goes into the Weavile. I can go instant now. I can preserve health on this, I feel like is my play. Yeah. I go, and then I can Parting Shot, and if he makes the Lando play, fantastic play. But I feel like I've been playing kind of like in a way where I don't think he can read that just because of how he's played. And we do switch first, so he Swords Dances. I've got to Flare Blitz now, got to attack what's in front of me. But that's fine. This is all I need this for. And if again, if he gives me this, Spectrier wins. I assume we'll see a low kick come out, but I don't think it kills. He just knocks. Okay, he doesn't even have a low kick. Or at least he didn't go for it, if he has it. And he's not Sash, I already know, so Instant will pick up a kill. And that's fine. This is what I need Incineroar for at this point. That crit did not matter, I don't think. So now I can sack instant to whatever comes in, get a knockoff on something, depending on what he chooses to bring in. Because it's just, at this point, it's just Corviknight, Lando, and, whatchamacallit, Corvi, Lando, Lax. I just knock on the off chance that, like, you want to set up a gravity on me, but I'm just playing for win, not for diff at this point. We're already first in the league. We're like 5-1 plus 16. I don't need more. Let's see what he wants to do. He just gets up his rocks at this point in this time. So yeah, we'll punish that very hard by getting rid of his life orb. I don't need to preserve diff. Like I said, I didn't need to knock there. I should have just flare blitzed, but he's earth power, so it doesn't really matter. And then one calc of the game, pretty much. Xerneas versus Lando Russ. Level 50. Sludge Wave after rocks is kind of a kill. I'm gonna go Spectrier. I'm gonna sub up once. I've gotta scare him out, right? Like, this should scare him enough, right? Nope. Use earth powers. Okay. If he gives me, he just loses to Xerneas, this mon. So actually I'm fine going for the Shadow Ball. Cool. I think Xerneas wins at this point. He has Corviknight, sure, but yeah, that kills. And I get my +1 special attack. Shout out Spectrier doing a thing. I'll get lefties. And then I'll do like 45 to Snorlax. And by 45 I mean like nothing. It's gonna be less. Hey yo, it'll do 20%. This will be damage, boys. Damage, damage, damage. I think we have this game locked up, right? Surely. That didn't move. I was also trying to break a Choppleberry, if he was one. And he just lariats, that's fine. Shout out Spectrier, you did your job. And then, at this point, nothing worth, like, looking at. I just go Xerneas, and I close combat. And it should just be a game over. We've obviously got our Life Orb equipped. I just close combat. Close combat into T-Bolt should kill Corvi, and if I don't kill Corvi with this, I should be able to kill it. Oh, fuck. It might be an issue, but I should leave it low enough for my Rotom. Like, I don't think he can roost me off. And he should not appreciate a T-Bolt whatsoever with Corviknight. I don't think it OHKOs, because I assume he'll be Spadef. But I should leave it in Rotom range. And we should move to 6-1. Provided Corviknight isn't just like a complete demon that I'm just like not expecting. We T-Bolt. And that's damage. Yeah, Iron Heads, he has that. Okay. And we die. That's fine. Xerneas is like second death of the season or something. And then I just go Rotom, Volt. Theoretically, if he like tries to kill my Garchomp, or if like he tries to roost this off and he lives, we could be in like a precarious spot. But I just try to sack my Garchomp at that point, and then Volt Switch won't switch me out. But I think this should kill, and I'm just overcomplicating things. But I just played very straightforward and just didn't think too much this game. And we will pick up a nice 2-0 win. Good game to my friend A. Prater. And yeah, we're 6-1 plus like 18. We're clinched for playoffs at this point. We've got games against Gravy and Hopeless left, so I hope you guys stick around for the next 2 and playoffs going forward. So yeah, until next time, Jesse504 out. Peace.